people on YouTube. I hope everybody had a great weekend. As we go into this week, we've got a lot on our plate at the moment. Everybody's working really, really hard. Some exciting things in store for a lot of people. You guys know about the NFTs. They're looking absolutely fantastic. Some really awesome reward NFTs as well, which are being rendered. So yeah, we look forward to taking your questions today and listening to the community. And yeah, take it away, TJ.
Well said. That said, we'll open the floor to questions right away. I see only one hand raised at the moment from Buhari. I hope I said that right. The floor is yours as soon as you connect, my friend. Hey.
Hello?
Hey, how's it going?
Fine. Good evening. My name is Buhari. I'm calling you from Nigeria.
Very nice
Hi.
to talk to you. How are you?
Hello?
Hi,
Hello.
Can you hear us?
Please, when does EverRise intend to launch their V3?
I'm sorry.
And what should we be expecting from the V3 launch?
So when are we launching V3? I think that was the first question. We haven't
And the
announced the
second
date.
question. Okay.
We haven't announced
yeah.
it yet for the first
Okay.
question.
Then what are the things we should be expecting from the EverRise V3? Because I'm so much anticipating the launch of the V3.
Have you
After
seen
listening to the
the
last
announcement video that was done by Jen?
No?
Okay, so if you want to take a look, I'm going to pin it actually to the top of the nest here on Twitter Spaces. It's the announcement that encompasses everything that V3 adds. If I start talking about every single individual edition, I'll be talking for 20 minutes. So I would advise watching that. She breaks it down really well. And then if you have questions about that video or about anything coming in V3, we're happy to take those. But as far as trying to sum it up, I guess in one or two sentences, completely new revolutionary staking method via NFTs. There's auto time lock for your tokens. You can split your NFTs and stake on multiple chains. There's a built-in revoke feature to revoke any Rise permissions in one transaction from everywhere. That's every NFT platform, every DEX, everything. We're really trying to make it the safest smart contract in DeFi, and we're working with our third-party security partners to do so.
Tokens will be in your wallets as well. That's another such a great thing.
There's so many things that I forget to talk about, but your stake
fundamentally
remain in your wallet.
Okay, fundamentally, I think EverRise is doing less in the terms of marketing. EverRise is not doing much marketing because with the kind of programs and stuff EverRise have, I think they are doing less in terms of market. I think EverRise need to work much more on their marketing strategies in order to get people more sensitized about EverRise and the services EverRise is offering.
Yes, absolutely. Jen is putting together an extensive marketing plan for V3. She's not here today. She's prepping for another meeting, but yeah, she handles the marketing. Everything will be there.
Well, I'll say is that we've got a healthy marketing budget which we're happy to deploy when we move to V3, and of course we'll be working with our ambassadors to get out the message of V3 and looking to work with people with communities within the 5 chains that we're currently on now. So absolutely, we will be full on marketing V3 and the launch of the V3. But yeah, so great observation. And Jen, I know that we've got where's Jen in the YouTube. Jen, don't worry, Jen's just in a really important call at the moment. She's in meetings, so we've decided that it's just going to be me and TJ tonight, and we look forward to having you guys coming on to talk to us.
Hope that answers your question, Barry. I hope you have a great day. Peter?
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you. Peter, how's it going?
Good, DJ. How are you? What's up, Jason?
Doing very well, my man.
Hey, Peter.
Good. I just have a question about V3, obviously. I don't know if this information is yet public, or maybe I've missed it. But with regards to the staking NFTs, as the rewards come in on those, where are those rewards held? Where do they go? Do they kind of spit right out into the wallet? Is there a centralized place from which to retrieve them? Do you guys know?
They will be in a pool, very similar to the way that the previous staking worked. You'd have to claim those rewards as you would have done before in V2.
Okay, got it. That's all I have. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Peter. Have a great day, my friend. Night Riser, bringing you up to speak. The floor is yours as soon as you connect. Hey, Night Riser. Night?
Yeah, sorry guys, I'm here.
How's it going?
Very quickly.
10 fingers. Go, Jace.
No. I'm sorry. TJ's just like too quick. How are you doing, Night Riser?
I'm good, thank you. Finish saying what you guys were saying. I'm here for a long time, not a good time.
I just wanted to address Otabor's comment. Is the number of tokens going to reduce when we go to V3? No, the tokens are 1-to-1. Absolutely no difference in terms of the amount of supply. And it's going to be a very easy process where if you don't want to do anything, you don't have to do anything. It'll all be airdropped to you in the event that you don't want to do any work of migration, even though we prefer you to. But how's things going, Night Riser?
Super good, super good. Beautiful day here in Portugal today, 22 degrees, middle of winter, loving life, loving crypto, loving EverRise. TJ, Jace, you guys do an amazing job. Don't know where Hakuna is tonight, but no problem there.
He's on
Peter,
YouTube.
and is he? Okay.
Yeah.
And Peter too, always got some amazing questions, and he's a very educated person. I like him too. Very, very good. But what I wanted to ask you guys was, I've still got a friend in Australia. Like, I'm in Portugal. I got some friends in Australia into EverRise. And one of my friends is still sitting on V1, hasn't migrated due to having an iPhone and having dramas connecting to the D app. But Hakuna said yesterday that anybody on V1 or V2 will automatically be airdropped now. So am I to understand that don't stress out about migration so much now, because if you hold V1 or V2 of EverRise, they will be airdropped via V3 into your wallet, connect the contract address to your MetaMask or to your Trust wallet, and everything will be okay. Was I right in understanding that?
You are correct. So we're essentially with V3, we're phasing out all of V1 and V2 as if it was something completely of the past. No one who holds any V1 tokens or V2 tokens necessarily has to do anything if they don't want to. They can just wait for the V3 airdrop. Again, if you do want to get your V3 tokens ASAP, you can use EverMigrate. But as far as announcing, kind of when EverMigrate closes and when the airdrop happens, we're not going to do that, just to mitigate the risk of any airdrop scams. Any project or protocol in the limelight like EverRise can fall victim to scams. So you need to be very careful and do your own research and be very, very diligent out there. Anything Rise related, if it's official, it will be on our Twitter. It will be pinned in Telegram. It'll be in the Discord. It will come from a staff member. If something doesn't come, I want to stress this enough. I can't stress this enough, but I want to mention this. Whenever we do any sort of migration or any movement that requires work on the community's part, we are target to Twitter bots, fake accounts called EverRise support. If you're having an issue, just send us a DM. We'll get you your tokens. Never do that. We will never reach out to you first. Our mods will never reach out to you first. If there is no blue check mark beside EverRise, do not believe anything that you see on Twitter. Do not believe anything that you see on social media. If it's official, it will be on this account. I can't stress that enough. We preach safety and security here. I think we're all becoming experts. There may be a handful, who don't pop onto Twitter that often or don't join the spaces and, maybe bought in early. And, V3 might be, oh, wow, I forgot I had EverRise in my wallet type of thing. be wary of the bots that are going to try and help you migrate or assist you with NFT staking or anything like that. Nobody will do that. Nobody other than the EverRise main account on Twitter. Also, obviously, you can follow our staff accounts. But again, if there is something posted on an official staff account, it will be posted on the EverRise account first. So if you're ever confused or if you're ever wondering, is this legit? The answer is no.
And again,
here it is. Sorry, Jay.
No, I just wanted to kind of just come off what you're saying. There'll only be one contract address for all chains for V3. And that contract address will be found pinned in our Telegram and on our official website. So make sure you get it from one of those two sources, one of our official social media sources, preferably Twitter, Telegram, or our website. But if you want to be extra safe, everrise.com, it'll be at the top of that website. There will be people taking advantage of it because that is what happens, unfortunately, in crypto. No one will ever DM you from the team claiming to be from the team, I should say. Stay safe. And what I will also say is we will not airdrop any tokens when V3 goes live. We will not, I'll repeat that again. We will not airdrop tokens close to the launch of V3. Okay, so if you get anything in your wallet at the same time as us launching V3, it is not from us. If you want to get V3 tokens from V2, the only way of doing that is by using EverMigrate. If you want to take advantage of becoming a staker early on in V3, that is your only way of doing it. Again, we will not airdrop tokens to you at the time of V3 launch. I'm saying it 3 times because it's really important. Somebody is going to get airdrop tokens and they're gonna think they're real. And I don't want to see that. So if we can keep that message going, guys, the community, just let everyone know that we will never airdrop at the time of launch. Okay, just wanted to get that. Yeah.
Jason, quick question then. We won't airdrop at the time of launch, but we will airdrop after launch, after a few days in or something like that. So if some people aren't real savvy with the app and everything else, there will be a time and we will all be told anybody that's holding V1 or V2 can put that new contract in and it'll come up because of
everybody will know the contract address well in advance of the launch of V3 because we'll obviously have the contract available, and obviously the staking contracts will be then NFTs, and those will be airdropped in prior to the launch of V3, a short period before the launch of V3. So everybody will know what the contract address for the token is in advance. That way, when we do perform an airdrop after V3, everybody will have that contract address in their Trust Wallet, in their SafePal, in their MetaMask ready to receive those tokens. And it won't come at any surprise to anybody when they do arrive.
Yeah, and I want to stress that. No surprises. When it comes, obviously we love to surprise the community, but when it comes to something like this, there are no surprises.
No.
This has to be approached delicately, and that includes how you interact with anything EverRise related to V3. Make sure that it comes from an official source. Twitter is the best place. If we ever have any announcements at all, it will be on Twitter. If it's important, it will be pinned at the top. But if you hear it outside of Twitter and you don't see it on our Twitter page, it is not legitimate.
That's awesome.
Yeah, exactly.
The only one more little thing, a little bit, nothing to do with migration or anything like that, but I was wondering, I won the merch drop and the EverRise merch with the EverRise logo, and it's building some money for Cystic Fibrosis Australia. Was that only for 1 month? And if so, like, I'm just putting it out there to anybody that's in this space at the moment, get out there, buy some EverRise merch. Hopefully you buy the merch that's helping cystic fibrosis, and maybe if you could throw a link at the top as well, just for that, just so people know where they can buy some merch and help out a really good cause. But other than that, guys, everything's amazing. I love what you're doing. Our price is good. Bitcoin's doing amazing at the moment. God bless everybody in the Ukraine. Let's all keep our minds on what's going on in the world and everything else. Crypto's not the only thing that's happening, but you guys are doing an amazing job and we're all supporting each other. So thank you. And Jace, TJ, awesome job. Keep up the good work, guys. Thank you.
Thank you, Night Riser. Thank you.
I'm just tweeting out the merch store so that I can pin it at the top.
Yeah, absolutely. While you do that, please, do we still get rewards for our already staked token? This period that is staking is not working. Otobor, yes. So the Krakens, which are the buyback reserves, the reserve liquidity pools, have been filling with liquidity during the time of the staking being offline. So there is certainly rewards that will be distributed out via the buybacks when we go live on V3. And what Suresh has said already and the team have said is that the buybacks will be set more frequently to go off again more often, therefore rewards to be dispersed more often. So just wanted to give you guys that bit of information if you didn't know that. And again, just one last thing on airdrops. If you get anything in your wallet that you do not recognize or from EverRise, just simply hide that token. Do not interact with it in any way, shape, or form. Don't try to sell it. Don't try to transfer it. Just leave it. Just hide it.
Swipe left.
Absolutely.
Just get rid of it off your swipe left. Just
Absolutely.
like Tinder.
We got, thank you, Night Riser. We've got Joey216. Joey, how you doing?
Hey guys, good. How are you?
Yeah, good. Thank you.
A couple of quick questions. So with the new NFT protocol, it most resembles, in my eyes, an ETF in the traditional market. So with that in mind, if we're not as concerned about regulatory strategies, will you guys be bringing back the revenue share?
Ooh.
The revenue share, in terms of reflections, will never come back. We definitely want to stay away from that. As far as ETFs for the NFTs, I would love to speak on it. I'll be honest with you, I don't have 100% of the knowledge required to do so, so I'm going to avoid that personally. Peter, I know you're up here. I feel like you would have some sort of idea in terms of where Joey's headed with this.
Well, I mean, I'm not
Peter.
exactly the person to ask because I think that every single cryptocurrency on the market could arguably be considered a security. It just depends on enforcement priorities.
Exactly.
So my long-term regulatory view is if the SEC sues EverRise or any particular token, that token has made it. A guard would be horrified to hear me say so. But no, I don't think that the staking protocol enhances the kind of regulatory scrutiny based simply upon the conversion to an NFT. But that's not legal advice for anybody.
Right. I personally don't want to speak on legal advice until I hear it from a lawyer myself. Again, just being transparent. That's not my area of expertise. Is that conversation ongoing in the background? Yes, we are having it. As far as an update to that, Joey, I hope to have something to you next week, if that's okay.
Yeah, for sure. And then I did have like a second question / suggestion.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, people that entered a 12-month staking contract under V2 were kind of guaranteed maximum reward without penalty to be withdrawn after 12 months. And I understand if for like smart contract reasons or whatever, it can't be honored. But as they enter into the new contract, will they be able to unlock their stake and do with it what they will, seeing as there's new terms? Or even out of fairness, so they don't have to or feel pressured to lock away their tokens for 3 years to receive the maximum reward possible? Is there a way for you to wait for the term of the first 12 months to end before instituting the ability to extend to 24 or 36 months?
No, so I think the way that it's being done is that it's basically mirroring V2. So the supply, the open stake, the staking contracts that are currently in V2 will be mirrored, and the time periods and the time lock periods and the amounts obviously will be mirrored with that. So if you've got 8 months left of your 12-month stake in V2. You'll have 8 months left of your 12-month stake in V3. But you'll also, the only difference being is that you have the option, if you wish to extend the time of your staked contract, essentially staked NFT. So I hope that answers your question. So we're literally just, moving everybody across the V3 that are currently staked right now in a time period.
Okay, I got that answer on the announcement, but
yeah,
I recently found out from somebody that they're not going to be able to do that. But that's if that person was wrong, that's fine. But as far as like still having to, there's still like an ethical like question about like I receive maximum rewards if I lock up for a year, and within that year they change the term to 3 months. Or I'm sorry, 3 years in order to receive maximum reward. So I was just thinking, out of fairness to people that agreed to stake for 12 months, it would be nice if the extension isn't applicable until the original term of the 12 months is up.
I think that I can see what you're saying. I think that would be something that the technical team, Suresh, would have to look at, and obviously they considered when they looked at this V3 staking. I think that the answer I can give you right now is that they have the option, if they wish to go for the maximum length. They can go for 36 months if they wish to be on the same highest return of rewards possible. So if there is any, I can ask that Suresh and the team that and pose that question to them, see if there is any additional information that we can pass on. But as far as I'm aware, with the information I'm aware is that if you are on the pinnacles or the longest term possible right now in V2, you have the option to again go to the longest term possible for V3. But thank you. That's a very good question, Joey. And I'll look forward to feed some information back to you if I have it.
Cool. Thanks. Appreciate you guys.
Cheers.
Thanks, Joey. Let's bring up Sunreal. Hey, Sunreal.
Hey, TJ, how's it going?
Doing very well, my friend. How are you?
Doing well. How's it going, Jason?
I'm doing good, thank you. Good to hear you. It's been a while since I last spoke to you.
All right, it's been a minute. I have a simple question. I'm not sure if you guys covered it because I'm a little bit busy. It might be a little bit rhetorical. I assume that when V3 launches, we'll be able to go ahead and move our staking contracts around immediately. But I just wanted to confirm that when V3 goes live, if I go ahead and migrate, if I go ahead and migrate my tokens that are not involved in a staking contract, could I go ahead and stake those if I wanted to? Will that be available?
Will you be able to stake your current unstaked tokens right away? Is that the question?
Yes, that's the question.
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
You're very welcome. Okay, let's bring up Cbuzz. I see you're still rocking the EverRise new profile picture. I love it. How are you, Cbuzz?
Hey,
You might have
Cbuzz.
to unmute in the bottom left-hand corner.
Yep. Hey, guys.
Hey.
I don't mean to backtrack a little bit, but on the whole airdrop and the safety to the community members issues, isn't there a website called Unwrecked that can help you identify bad stuff in your wallet?
Well, that will not. So if you get airdropped a token, you haven't pre-approved that token. Unwrecked and websites like that, they basically revoke any approvals that you've given to any tokens. So right. So on the face of things, if you get airdropped anything that you haven't interacted with yourself, then my advice will always be to hide that token, because as long as that token's hidden in your wallet, it cannot do any harm. I've actually got a trust wallet with I would say dozens of random rubbish tokens that I've never heard of. I've just hidden them, and it's perfectly safe if you just hide them. They cannot do anything. They are purely innocent if you leave them alone and you hide them. The only time they can do stuff is if you try to sell them or interact with them in any way, shape, or form. So, but
just a simple one of these. The guys that hack and steal are they're quite good at social engineering, and they're quite good at being sneaky. But I think it's probably worthwhile for the community to be aware. Stick to what you know, what you have been doing. Don't try a bunch of new stuff and things like that.
Yeah, I mean, again, you can never be too safe in this space. There is so many methods that people can use to, basically take your hard-earned money, and we do as much as we can to convey these important messages to the community, not just the EverRise community, but to everybody in DeFi. We all need everybody to be safe in DeFi, for DeFi to become widely adopted for the future. So absolutely, Seabuzz, I mean, it's a very good point that you bring up. You can use websites like Unwrecked to look through your wallet. You can also use BSC scan. Just essentially, you are in control of your own wallet. You just practice safety precautions, and you'll be fine. It's just when you click on links, you certainly interact with tokens that you're not aware of. That's when you can get yourself in a bit of trouble. So try not to do anything that is going to do that. Absolutely.
And just to bring up what a dusting attack is, if someone doesn't know, we've been talking about random tokens in your wallet. A dusting attack is when you interact with a smart contract that can essentially drain your wallet within the span of a second. That happens anytime. So if you're on PancakeSwap, for example, and you want to swap or purchase or anything with a token for the first time, you have to, is it approve? Is that what they call it?
Yes.
Approve?
Yeah.
You have to click approve. That you have to pay a gas fee for. It interacts with the blockchain. Once you approve that smart contract, that's when you're finished. So if you do get a token in your wallet that you've never seen, just hide it, don't engage with it, and leave it there. I mean, everything is harmless until you sign and give things permission to move tokens or anything in your wallet.
Yeah, and this is perfectly normal, by the way. Like, for those of you who are new to DeFi or maybe a little bit concerned about this, like, giving approvals is the way that we transact in DeFi, and any legitimate project will only ask for approvals for that particular token. And obviously, majority of people, when they click approve, they don't actually read through what's actually being written above.
Hear 'em.
Oh, there you go. You're good now.
Oh, really? I think my internet must have. I think my internet
You're
just.
all good now.
Yeah.
You froze for a quick second, but.
Sorry about that. Yeah. So just
there's one other thing. One other thing is make sure your wallet's not connected to a lot of sites. I think it's probably good practice to go ahead and disconnect from all the sites and just go through a reconnection process when you need it.
Absolutely. But again, I don't know if you heard me, but like, approvals are an important thing. They have to happen in DeFi for them to be able to transact. So again, it purely is a case of anything that you do not recognize, don't touch it. Also, airdrops and dusting and things like that. Dusting attacks can just be like just advertising. They might, some projects may just be wanting to get their name out there to a wider audience. So they'll just pick random wallets and start throwing a little bit of their tokens out there. So they're completely harmless. They're not intentional for bad things, but they just want to get their name out there. So that's another reason why dusting happens. But it is something which people need to be aware of course. But yeah, thank you for the question.
Awesome. We'll open up the floor to NDA. Hey, NDA.
Smash the like button, guys, on YouTube.
NDA, are you there?
I'm here.
There you go. How's it going?
I think one question that just popped up in my head over the last few minutes was, we're going to trade halting on V2 for V3, like V1 for V2?
So, yes, V2 will be halted. But unlike the last time where it was like, I mean, was it four or 5 days? 6 days?
It was a week.
It certainly will be no longer than, well, it certainly will be a lot shorter than that. No official time has been given, and I do not want to say a period of time. There's been a discussion internally, but it will be much more briefer than the week that we had last time. I think I can safely say that.
Sounds good. It was just something that popped up into my head. I like the idea of halting trades for a migrate. Thanks, guys.
Yeah, no problem. Thank you, NDA.
Thanks, NDA. We're going to bring up Mike. Hey, Mike.
Hey.
Hey, Mike, how's it going? You might have to unmute in the bottom left-hand corner. There you go. Mike, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
How's it going?
Mike.
You had a question?
I'm fine. Good evening. It's evening over here.
Hey, did you have a question? Yeah, did you have a question, Mike?
Yes, I have a question. I stake my my token for 3 months, and I'm kind of wondering if I want to migrate now because I can't get my token. What will now happen to the token?
Your tokens will be basically moved to your wallet address. So if
I haven't moved it to my wallet address.
So you're staked at the moment, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So when we move to V3, your staking contract, your smart contract, will be basically mirrored and transformed into an NFT, which will be sent to your wallet address or your wallet address. So whether it be Trust Wallet, MetaMask, or SafePal or Coinbase Wallet, you'll have it there. And the applicable amount of tokens that you've got will be then dropped into that wallet. So if you come to the end of your term, then you'll be able to interact with the app and be able to withdraw or restake and do whatever you could do before in V2. Does that answer your question?
Yes, I find. Thank you very much.
No, it's a pleasure to answer your question, Mike.
All right, thank you.
Thanks, Mike.
Thank you.
We'll bring up Silver Khan. Hey, Silver.
Pancakes on YouTube. I'll message the team about that because that's an interesting idea. But I'll make a note of that and I'll message the team, make a suggestion.
There you go. Silver, are you there?
Hey, Silver, can you hear us? You may need to just unmute yourself.
I'm going to bring up Derelict Life in the meantime. Hey, Derelict.
Hey.
How's
Let
it
me,
going?
the speaker, it's going well, or I can just leave it this way, finish the conversation. This is going to go back actually a long way. I just got in on this conversation here, switching over to V3. I see that. I still have yet to even migrate my tokens from the original platform. And the times that I have tried to do it, I can't get my my MetaMask wallet connected. I've messaged, in different communities, but I seem to just get a lot of spam and people trying to take advantage. So I didn't know if there's somebody that you might be able to pass me on to that can help me with this, because I would like to at least get up to version 2 and start staking some of my tokens. Just got busy, kind of forgot about it, and every time I think about it, yeah.
So the good news is for you is that you're not going to have to do anything at all for V3. If you still have V1 tokens, we're going to airdrop you the equivalent V3 amount. The consolidation from V1 to V2 was 10,000 to 1. And there is no consolidation for V2 to V3. So if you just sit back and relax,
but TJ, but it depends. I will say that if you are, I just heard him say that Derelict say that he'd be interested in getting in early on staking. Is that right, Derelict?
Well, possibly. But again, if it's something that'll be seamless, just to switch over to V3 and then I can stake. I mean, that's fine too. Right now I keep going to the EverRise, website every once in a while, and I'll just try and connect my wallet. But I'm just not having any luck making it happen.
Okay.
So,
well, firstly, I'll say that we've got a great group of people in Telegram. I don't know if you're a part of our Telegram. If you want to just read,
I was in there, and I put the message out, and it was just hard to weed through.
Yeah.
Who was trying to scam and who wasn't. Firstly, and then secondly, they gave me the way to do it, so I got everything connected properly, but it just still won't migrate. So I don't know. I've even reset my wallet, done all that. So
Derelict, if you want to hit me up, go to Discord. Okay. If you at the top right hand side in Discord, you'll see my name.
Sure.
Just hit me up with a DM, and I'll give you some help on that one.
Okay. Yeah. Great. I appreciate that. So this is Jason, right?
Yeah. This is me, and
okay. Yep. All right. So I just followed you, and I can't message you in this platform.
No. If you go to Discord,
you may have to follow me. Okay, in Discord. Okay.
Yeah, if you go to Discord, that way,
gotcha.
That's not a problem. But I'll follow you back on Twitter now. If you want to just reach out via Twitter or via Discord, we'll get you up and running anyway.
Okay, perfect. I appreciate everything you all are doing, and thanks for letting me speak and answering the questions.
No worries. I'll hit you up with a message later on after this space is finished.
Okay. Thank you.
Cheers now.
Thanks, Derelict.
All right, bye.
Let's bring up Nerovo. Hey, Nerovo. You might have to unmute in the bottom left-hand corner. I know that there have been a lot of people with their hands raised for quite some time, so they might be shocked when they're brought up.
Yeah. I got a question here.
That is why I say the names a few times.
I got a question. I have got a question from YouTube. But Nerovo, after Nerovo's asked his question, I'll ask a question from YouTube as well. So hey, Nerovo, how you doing?
I'm good. How's everyone doing?
Excellent.
Very well, thank you.
Yeah. I would love to stake my EverRise tokens, but should I wait until you move to version 3?
So you can't actually stake right now. The staking platform has been disabled for security. You will be able to stake again in V3. That is one of the major changes of the V3 smart contract, is a brand new first to market staking method that utilizes utility NFTs. So that you'll be able to do, but for the time being, up until the V3 launch, you're actually not able to stake. So just hang in there for a couple weeks, and we'll move forward there.
Okay, so I can stake my EverRise tokens, right, in a couple of weeks. I don't have NFTs per se.
When V3 launches, you will be able to stake again, correct?
Okay, good. No problem, thank you.
You're very welcome, thank you.
Pleasure.
I'm going to bring up... Oh, sorry, Jay, you had a question from
Yeah, it's an important question. Thank you, Nerovo. Tom Weber asks, hey team, I was wondering whether the team is in a position to make a statement on how the exploit was able to happen to V2, the reward pool, and explain what changes have been made to ensure that the new rewards pool is safe. I know that, for obvious reasons, we haven't obviously gone into great detail about it right now. We're working with audit partners, multiple audit partners, and obviously, security blockchain experts to make sure that not only have we essentially disabled that possibility again to happen to our reward pool, but also reinforced the future contracts, in all senses. So I think it's purely down to the team in terms of what information that that the technical team which wishes to give out. But what I can say, in order to obviously to be transparent and also to enable the security of the space to improve, these audit partners that we are working with, they obviously audit other contracts. So this is something which they're now aware of, and they will look for. So if there's any vulnerabilities in other contracts that they audit, they can highlight this. So again, I'm not in a position where I can say yes, we will give a transcript about everything. For obvious reasons, we do not want to promote any ways or means to exploit. But certainly, I think that TJ, if you wanted to add anything onto that, I think that would be in the hands of the technical team.
Yeah, I mean, I think you put it well. Obviously, it's a pro and a con if we come out with an article stating why the exploit happened, how it happened. Any other smart contract that has that code in it is immediately subject to an attack from not just the original exploiter, but anyone who knows how to do that, who sees the article. So it has to be approached with caution. Can we mention anything once V3 is out about, the root of it? I mean, I'll leave it up to the technical team, but I mean, I think we can scratch the surface of it. But if we go into too much depth, I think it would put too many people at risk.
We seek advice, don't we, TJ? We seek advice of third parties, what to do, what to say. I mean, what I think is safe to say is that this particular group or individual was very versed in Solidity code, had a great amount of resources at their disposal, and was professional in all sense of the word. So this was not your run-of-the-mill casual hacker. This was a very precise, well-constructed attack, which would have taken a lot of time, a lot of precision, and I think I can stop there on that one. So, but yeah, the technical team will decide what to give out on that one. But thank you for the question. I really appreciate it, Tom. We all want to make sure the space is safer, and like I said, the auditing companies are aware, and they'll take that forward with them for future contracts that they audit.
Yeah, I just got a message from Hakuna, side note, about the status of Big One. We are not there yet, guys. We need more people to KYC and sign up and deposit. I think this is a situation where the community is so big and the bystander effect really comes into play. You think I don't have to do it because everyone else is going to do it. But I mean, we're seeing that now. So it's very important. If you do have a little bit of time and you want to transfer over some tokens, I know some community members will even donate tokens for you to do so as long as you KYC. Please talk to Hakuna about that. But we do need more users to KYC. They've extended the time that we've been allocated just because of how our community has shown up and how strong and large our community actually is. We do know that asking people in DeFi to KYC might not be the easiest task. I'm not going to beat around the bush and pretend that it's an easy thing to do. I mean, at the end of the day, it's your own privacy and your own decision if you want to do that. If you are comfortable though, please take 5 minutes and KYC over a Big One and deposit. I think it's 23.5 thousand Rise that you have to send over, which is just about like $22, $23, something like that, just in order to cover the taxes. But we do need more people to KYC at Big One. I mean, I'll say that.
Yeah, TJ, completely right. I mean, what I can say on this, and this is my personal opinion now, I'm not speaking on behalf of EverRise, but Big One Exchange have been amazing in the sense that they have they're not after large amount of money, a large amount of tokens. They reached out to us and they've asked our community to basically to come on board and essentially fill the liquidity for them so that they can list Rise. So it's like, this is not something which is done that often, and certainly for our point of view, this is a really good way of obviously getting on an exchange. It's a really healthy way. And I echo what TJ says. I mean, we all love DeFi, we're all in DeFi, and we all have our own opinions on exchanges, but very rarely do we have an exchange that's so accommodating and so interactive with us as a community and as a project. Big One have been amazing. Or if you've joined the AMAs, you know that they are supporting the Let Us In movement. They agree, and they want to see the EverRise project and community thrive. So, again, I know you may not like the KYC. I certainly don't, but for this I did. And for anyone that does do that, I really want to say thank you, because we all want to see more exchanges. Like the biggest thing that, certainly was coming up in the VC sessions in Telegram, when exchanges, when this, when that, and I'm like, we have an opportunity to go on a good exchange. And, if you guys spend this little bit of time, then we can hopefully get listed. So if you want it, it's like Suresh says, if we want it, we'll build it. And if the community wants it, we can do it. If the community wants to be listed on Big One, we can be listed on Big One. So please, if you've got those spare tokens available, consider it. That's all I ask. But thank you ever so much.
Thanks, Jason. Well said. We have about 13 minutes left. I'll take some more questions. Double, I brought you up to speak. Hey, Double. You might have to unmute your mic, bottom left-hand corner.
Hello, how are you?
Doing very well, thanks. How are you?
Yeah, I'm very good. Just to say congratulations for all that you're doing. It's a beautiful work you guys are doing.
Thank you.
I got 2 questions that I wanted to ask.
Sure.
One of them is if I do, get this right, the NFT staked tokens is your tokens, your RISE tokens, wrapped up in an NFT.
Yeah.
Is that correct?
Yep.
Essentially.
Oh, okay.
That's exactly it.
Oh, okay. Thank you very much. The other question that I do have is, you say, for example, one of my V2 stake is about 7 million. Is there an option for me to pump that? Say, for example, I have 7 million tokens in one of the stakes. Can I pump that to make it 10 million? Is there a possibility of that happening?
I don't know if you can add to a stake. Jason, do you know if you can add to it, or do you have to create a new one?
Yeah, you need to create a new one. You can only extend it. Don't think you can add to it. I hope that helps. Just want to clarify that.
So we can't add it to a stake token already, or stake. You can add to it.
Not that I'm aware of. I'll just double check.
That's okay. No problem. Okay, the other thing that I wanted to mention is, you say there are people that are willing to donate tokens so that people can sign up on Big One?
Yeah. No, it's not donating tokens. They're still your own tokens. You just send them from your DeFi wallet to their central exchange wallet. But they're still your tokens. The only thing you lose in the transfer is the tax. So,
okay. Yeah, well, I'm willing to do that. I can, give someone to sign up on that. So I don't know how people go about doing that.
So that'd be great. I'll pin a tweet here at the top of the nest where Big One. Let me pin this here. They tweet a lot about us. Hold on.
Yeah. Is there a possibility of somebody doing it twice, or I don't know?
No. So
just once.
You can only KYC once because you're only one person.
Oh, okay.
Let me see. Here, is this the tweet? Sorry, Jay, do you want to take over for 20 seconds while I find this?
Yeah, no problem. We're just waiting for an answer back for that question. But in the meantime, let me quickly have a look at YouTube to see if there's any quick questions we can go over.
I've got a quick question for you, Jace. If you
Go on then.
So if I'm staked for 12 months, X whatever tokens they are, and we go to V3, I can turn my 12-month stake into a maximum of 36-month stake.
Yes.
And just continue it along. And instead of the 12%, then it's a 36% or whatever it works. But you've got
multiplier.
So basically, you can turn your you can turn your 12, you don't have to run the full course of your 12 months to then go into your 36. You can break it up in between. And am I right in assuming, or what I listened to, that say if I've staked all my coins on BSC, but when we hit version 3, I can pull a percentage of my my BSC stake out and move it over to ETH or Polygon and stuff like that. So you'll be able to move your staked contracts around and stake it where you want.
Yeah, so we had people, in the TA chat and Telegram and in VC saying, "Oh, I wish that I could, be staked on Polygon, or I wish that I could be staked on Phantom, blah blah blah, and maybe I take a little bit of my stake and move it across to Matic." Now you'll be able to do that. Like with V3, you'll be able to go cross chain with your NFT stakes. So again, it gives more flexibility for people that have staked.
Awesome. Okay. Thank you. Thanks, man.
It's also again with the extension, the time resets. Just want to again, if you go extend from a 12-month to a 36, the starting time resets for that point when you extend. Just want to let everyone know that.
So if you've already started a 12-month contract with 3 months in thereabouts, and you go to a 36-month. It goes back to 36 months. It doesn't chew up the first 3 months that you already had staked.
Correct.
Very good.
Awesome.
Hello?
Maverick, how's it going? Hey.
TJ, Jason, how are you guys?
Hey.
Excellent. How are you?
I am great. Yo, I just want to say thank you for all the hard work you guys do. You guys are amazing. I love the team. I love the community. Hey, so I got 2 questions here. Okay, so the first question is, I actually have about 4 contracts for different time periods. So does that mean I'll be getting 4 different NFTs?
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah. What you've got right.
Awesome.
What you've got right now is what you'll get in V3. So everything you've got right now, doesn't matter if you've got it on multiple wallets, doesn't matter if you've got it on multiple stake contracts, you'll get that in V3.
Perfect. Also, another thing is, I got all my family on board on EverRise. So what I did was I bought the tokens and I sent it to them. So I made their wallets and I sent it to them. So how are we going to get them on V3? Because right now they're on V2. So are they going to get airdrop the tokens? Is that what's going to happen?
Yes.
Because they don't have them staked. They only have them in their wallet.
That doesn't matter. So if a period of... Sorry?
Your mic's robotic.
Answer that question, TJ.
I watched the exact moment. So in terms of migration, what they would need to do, the answer is nothing. We will airdrop the V3 tokens at a given date. However, if you do want your V3 tokens and to get started staking a little earlier, you can use EverMigrate as soon as we open it up. And then you can take that route. So it's a twofold approach this time as opposed to just EverMigrate. We do really want to just get everyone on V3. So that's, if you were a V1 holder and you're still holding, we want you on V3. If you're a V2 holder and you're having issues with, migration or connecting your wallet, we want you on V3. So it's a twofold approach this time. But the short answer is technically you don't have to do anything. Just wait and add the new contract address when we tell you.
Awesome, guys. That answers my questions. Hey, appreciate you guys. Keep up the good work. EverRise is the future. And like I said last time, we put the D in DeFi. Let's go.
I love it. Thanks, Mav. I love your energy. I hope you have a great day.
Hey, one more question.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Hey, a couple of AMAs ago, I saw you were wearing an EverRise hoodie. It was a big EverRise logo. Where can I get that hoodie?
Yeah, so not the one I'm wearing right now, right? No,
not this one.
So that hoodie actually is not official merch. So that's a hoodie. It was July 2021. I think it was like a few weeks after EverRise launched. And I was at a beach with my girlfriend and some friends, and I saw a t-shirt store, and I'm like, I really want to put EverRise on this hoodie. So I sent them a PNG. They printed it on the hoodie, and it was my first EverRise merch before we had official merch. So the answer
was it the pink logo? Was it the pink logo, TJ?
Yes, the pink logo.
Most people
Well,
don't
hey, you know
realize
what?
that.
When you go skydiving, you should wear that hoodie. That will be awesome.
I want to jump out of a plane in an EverRise hoodie with an EverRise parachute, maybe some EverRise shoes. We'll see when the time comes, but the time will come.
With some face paint, some EverRise face
Definitely. And hey,
paint.
to all the community members, guys, please make a Reddit account, follow us on Reddit and on YouTube as well. People are not subscribing on YouTube. We have 80,000 followers on Twitter, and we only got about 3,000 to 4,000 on YouTube. If you have a YouTube account, please subscribe to EverRise.
Well
Absolutely.
said, yes. If you are a Twitter community member and you're not, indulged in the other communities, take a quick second, make an account on Reddit, join the Discord, subscribe on YouTube, follow on Instagram, Facebook. Very easy to do. It helps us a lot more than you think. So definitely I would recommend that if you do have some time and you're not already in the other communities.
Apparently my mic is still fuzzy.
DJ,
Is that right?
Yeah, your mic is a little funny still.
No. It's only
all right,
blue
guys,
stacks.
appreciate you. Have a great day. Bye-bye.
Thanks,
Cheers.
Maverick. Jason, you're okay. We only have 3 minutes left. I think we can make do.
Okay.
I wouldn't stress too hard. DJ, how is it going? DJ? I see you unmuted, but I don't hear you. Okay, I'm going to open the floor to FPL.
FPL Eva.
Hey, FPL.
Hey, guys.
Hey.
Hey.
Thanks for all the good work you're doing. I had a quick question. I'm not very familiar with NFTs, so I just wondered if you could briefly explain the benefits of this being an NFT. And I was kind of thinking, is there a possibility of kind of bag holding if you've got an NFT, say, I don't want to bring a negative vibe, but if things went wrong and I wanted to sell my assets, but I mean, is it going to be slower through an NFT, or if you could talk about that briefly, I'd appreciate it.
Yeah, definitely. So, I mean, one of the big benefits is, let's say you have, sorry, I'm just going to mute you because I do hear some music in the background, and then you can unmute when I'm done. But let's say you have 100 million Rise tokens. And so, or you know what, let's use 500 million. We'll call you a whale. Okay. 500 million would be definitely one of the top holders, but let's say that you wanted to exit your position. Somebody can actually go and buy your NFT stake instead of, or you can split it up into different amounts so you don't have to sell all of it. But the main thing is that, if there wants to be a big buy or a big sell, people can actually go and trade the NFT instead because the tokens are linked to the actual NFT on chain. So it definitely helps with sell pressure, helps with buy pressure, helps with everything. And it just adds another utility, and they look really great. But definitely want to give a shout out there. But there's a lot of benefits that you can use the NFTs for in terms of staking. If you don't really know much about NFT culture, you don't need to do anything. Your stake is your stake regardless. You just now have the added benefits of everything that comes along with an NFT.
Yeah, NFTs are insanely awesome, and they're going to become more and more relevant as DeFi matures and becomes more adopted. And if you just think of an NFT like a key that's yours that allows certain things to happen, and it also allows your staked tokens to be held within your wallet. So no more.
Yeah, I think that's really great. I mean, overall, I'm super positive, and I'll just keep an eye on the community for people breaking it down for me. It'd be great if you guys could put a few more bits together as we move closer.
Yeah, there'll be videos.
So that authority and trust. Yeah, sure.
Yeah, there'll be videos.
We'll have how-to videos for everything. You won't need to wonder how this works. How do I do this? How do I do that? Everything will be on YouTube. Very clear tutorials. That's what we do. We're very transparent. We want everything to be as seamless and as easy for the community as possible. So definitely expect videos, even just about the staking NFTs. Not only necessarily how to stake, how to sell them, how to transfer them, how to split them up, how to bridge them. There's so many opportunities now that we're to take advantage of. And I want to say again that this is a first to market thing that we've done here with staking NFTs. So
and they'll be completely unique. Like every single staked NFT, the utility NFT will be unique. They'll have their own serial number, they'll have their own quantity, they'll have their own design graphic that's unique to that NFT. So that's what's really cool about this, is that you'll essentially be able to take that NFT, send it to where you want to, you know, whatever chain you want to go to. You could even use it as a profile photo if you wanted. So there's a lot of really cool things. But the way that the caller last week came on, and when he found out, it's like it holds value. You know, other than what people are willing to pay for it, it holds a value, and that's what kind of blew his mind when he found out that. And it's just a different way of having NFTs, and I think it's going to spur on another wave, and get more people into NFTs that wouldn't normally have NFTs. And from a security point of view, it's super secure and efficient. And again, it just allows people to have much more versatility and flexibility with their own money.
Awesome. Well said, Jay. I was able to hear you through the robotic voice. I think
sorry.
You know what? I think you are a bot.
I am.
You know, we see these campaigns. We are not bots, but I think you actually might be a bot.
Sorry, I'll be quiet now.
With a human face and a tall figure. On that note, guys, it is a little bit after 3. We do have a lot to get to today. I do want to bring up that if you do ever have other questions, you can head over to Reddit, ask it there. You can head to Telegram, ask it there. We have an amazing community and an amazing mod team spread across the globe that work extremely hard, very intelligent people, and they're very willing to help. So there's no bad questions. You know, keep that in mind. This is, you know, a lot of people have never seen this before, and it's very common to get the same question multiple times. You know, you got to be patient right now. But again, if you do have questions, please utilize the other avenues that we have available. Telegram is a great one, Reddit as well. You can join the Discord. Definitely support all social media channels, but I do want to stress that if you do require information, it is available to you. That said, Jay, if you have any closing notes. Guys, I want to thank you again for coming. I look forward to obviously all of these every day that we do the daily spaces, but the AMA in particular. I know V3, there's going to be a lot of questions leading up to launch and after launch. You know, that said, we're always available. If you do have questions, you can pop into the daily spaces as well that Hakuna co-hosts with me. And then I just want to stress one more time, please KYC and sign up and deposit at Big One if you are able to. It goes a long way. This is an offer from Big One where, you know, we don't really need to provide anything on our end, but it really comes down to community.